Hey guys, Ryan Steinolfson here. It's 2 o'clock on Tuesday, and I'm going to be reviewing all that is AI and DIY AI. For you guys that don't know me, I have a software that is a artificial intelligence conversational AI software, and I also am the owner of a digital marketing agency that's been around for over 16 years. and I've implemented hundreds of agents, conversational AI agents for businesses and business owners over the past year and a half. And I've also helped hundreds, if not thousands, of businesses over the past 16 years develop strategies to generate more leads. So I have knowledge of lead generation and also digitally, and also lead conversion with conversational AI. Because really, conversational AI is a strategy that is more along the lines of how are you going to convert leads versus how are you going to generate more leads. The generating more leads comes from campaign types like Google Ads or Google organic optimization, search engine optimization that we've heard of over the years, that is now changing to large language model optimization or generative engine optimization, GEO. And I'm going to talk about some really good, helpful topics. I try on this call to make it a workshop format with business owners that are interested in growing their business and generating more leads for their business. I've got somebody that's going to be joining me here with a green screen in the background. Corey, someone is in the backstage. So I'm going to add you, Corey, in 1 second so that we can have a conversation, because really this is meant to be a workshop type format or conversation where I answer any questions that you have. And I also am going to go over topics that I've come prepared to talk about if I don't get too many questions from you guys, which brings me to my next point, which is if please go ahead and post any questions or comments that you have below the video, wherever you're watching this video, whether that's on X or Facebook or Instagram, etc. Right now, let's see, we're live on Instagram. Okay, so wherever you're at, definitely post any question that you have, and I will answer it live on the call. And then if you're watching the replay, same thing, just post a comment below the video and I'll answer that question for you, and or I'll bring it up the next time that we get on. If just a few more housekeeping things, you can also visit our website at DIYai.ai. That's our software, our conversational AI software that you can implement for your business in a matter of minutes. You can have a conversational AI agent up and running for your business that will answer the phone, respond to message leads, respond to text messages, respond to chat on your website, respond to emails for you, etc. And we work with both agencies. That we do have a white label plan for agencies that want to use the software, and also businesses that want to use it as well. And you can also go to our Skool community. We just created it recently. This is my second Skool community. It's at skool.com/DIYAI. And I can answer any questions that you have there as well. But and I do have some really good topics. Hopefully you're seeing the title and the description of the video. I am going to talk about some really key insights that have come up over the past week or two, and give some references for those topics as well. And with that, let me add Corey to the stage. How's it going, Corey? What's up?
Hey. Not too much. How you doing, Ryan?
Good. I see your green screen in the background. You're recording a lot of videos there?
Not enough. Not enough videos.
So Corey is is an all around, cool dude. I like Cliff, is his partner as well, is awesome. And Corey
I
has
don't know
got,
about cool.
what's that?
I don't know about cool, but
No? What do you want to be? Like,
whatever.
yeah, he's a cool guy. He definitely has got a really successful agency, and I also like what what he's done. He's jumped right into the AI deep end, so to speak, with his agency early on, and started offering conversational AI. I don't know if it was before or after we started talking about it, Corey. Did you start down the path of offering conversational AI before you got on some of our this very either this live video, or it was the other one that you got on with S or with myself? I don't know what happened first.
We were offering conversational AI before. I wouldn't say a lot before, but I mean, I think the first time we talked was early 2024. We were new to conversational AI, but quickly became believers fast.
Yeah. And so when you say believers, what does that mean? I mean, what are you seeing in the marketplace? What are you seeing that the AI agents are helping you with, et cetera?
And I think that for the agents, bringing missed opportunities back into the stream of able to close them, as opposed to going to voicemail, just don't getting answered, and then that call is gone. I mean, we're big part of our business is generating leads, and they're not cheap, they're expensive, and when you see clients don't answer the phone or don't respond very well, it's kind of opportunity wasted. And that what we're seeing is that agents bring those opportunities back from the dead, or they would have been dead, but they bring them back into the pipeline.
Yeah, so you're seeing, and I don't know, do you want to let people know a little bit more about your agency, what you guys do, or who you work with, or anything like that?
We we have an agency, Fast Forward Search, and we specialize in pest control, bed bugs, and plumbers, and that really what we do as an agency and specialize in.
Yeah, and you guys do a great job. How long have you guys been at it? How long have you had your agency?
Since 2014, probably.
Wow, that's awesome.
So a while.
So about 11 years. Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. So I've gotten to know you guys fairly well over the last year, 2 years or so, and what you do and how you do it, and I like how data driven that you guys are. I like the fact that you're always thinking about showing the client what the return on investment is. So one of the things that you have developed is a software to identify the converted leads. So you can really help somebody understand where their money is best spent, like on what campaign type. So you've identified by campaign, whether that's Facebook, Google, Instagram ads, Google PPC, Google local service ads. You've got it in columns, the numbers, and at the bottom of the column is the bottom line, so to speak, which is your cost per conversion. And that's what really these guys all should really be paying attention to, because when you know that number, then you know where to put your money.
Yeah. I mean, so we developed Hamster AI, which is a data platform, or online data platform that, and we started a while ago, and of course we had call tracking, and we've had call tracking for years, and the call tracking data has gotten better, but still at the same time you're looking at call volume, and then you would talk to clients, and those clients would say, well, we got a lot of spam calls, or we got a lot of calls from wrong numbers, or we got a lot of calls from people that were calling the wrong number. So what this does is it will, will take the data from the call tracking, bring in the transcript from the call tracking, or it could be a text agent as well, any sort of transcript. It analyzes that transcript and then decides, what are the qualified leads versus the non-qualified leads. It collects a lot of data. Basically anything from the transcript that you could gather, it will collect that data. And then, but yeah, so the bottom line would be, we want to know how many qualified calls each platform achieved. How many qualified calls did they get from SEO? How many qualified calls did they get from LSA? And that, in my mind, that's a much better number than a cost per lead, or essentially cost per call, which you really don't know what happened on that call unless
Right.
you listened to each call and took notes, which would take a long time. It can't be
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that's great. And it's great that you guys have those numbers, and you also keep track of the percentage of calls that the owner answers, something like that, correct?
Yeah, we're working on our different metrics for the caller or the agent performance or the business owner performance. How many calls did they answer versus how many went to AI versus how many went to voicemail versus how many went to nothing. Which the idea would be with agents is, we don't want any call to go to nothing. We want some conversation. We want I think first option would be the business owner or their sales team, and then the agents, the AI agents.
Yeah, I would agree. And I'm also interested in not just, those numbers, those are great. Conversion numbers, percentage of calls that are answered by the owner. And I'm interested in the calls that are answered by the AI. How I want to know how well the AI did. Did it do as good as the human? Did it, which is what you and I and Cliff were talking about the last time we got on a call, because I don't know if you want to share, what we're working on, but obviously Cliff is already using an AI agent for messages, and also now he's using it for some voice as well. And what we'd like to do is potentially put my DIY software together with Hamster, and see what we can do. See how we can make it work. The big trick is, and we've been working on this as as early as today, like the call transfers. How well is the call handled? How good is the warm transfer? How good is the voice? A lot of details, like, can we simu call multiple numbers before human numbers, numbers that connect to a human before it transfers to the AI, and things like that, which we're working out right now. But this is kind of how we work with other agencies, and with Cliff and Corey, it's more custom. We might actually put the two together or whatever. But the bottom line is, the key is getting the best result for the client. And that means when the client can't answer, have the AI answer the call, and then measure the results to make sure that we're going in the right direction, whether it's, the correct campaign, or, are we doing the right thing in terms of sending the call to the AI agent, or is it better to go to the human first?
Yeah. And we're definitely really into the data, because we want to know where to spend money, where not to spend money. And if the client or something, a client or an AI doesn't answer the call, and the call just goes to nothing, then essentially you have no additional data. There's no transcript to listen to. So, for Hamster AI, the conversation or the conversational agent is important there, because we think a lot of clients don't answer the phone more than 40%, and a lot get less. So, you're probably getting 60% of the calls that'll just go to voicemail or go to something else. And that's what we want to replace with the agent, so we get that data. Because if there's no transcript to analyze, there's no additional data. So, and yeah, that it's something we're working on, where we will also analyze, the performance of the whoever answered the phone, the sales team and answer the phone, have the AI analyze the performance. You could also move that to where the AI is analyzing the performance of the AI. I mean, and then you can compare. You can compare. I mean, is the AI as good at sales as most business owners or most sales teams? Probably not yet, but AI is definitely a lot better salesman than your voicemail or or the phone hanging up. That's but it'll be great to get some like real numbers on it. Like how good is the AI at sales, or how good is the AI at bringing them back into the sales line. And I mean, I believe it's going to expand or get better. Oh, it's going to get better over time. That's in no doubt, really. I think you're
Yeah,
muted, Ryan.
yeah, we've seen it get better. The AI agent get better exponentially over the past 6 to 12 months. I mean,
Oh,
a year ago, I wouldn't even put an agent in front of somebody that, the voice agent really, but now it's 80 to 90% there. And you almost can't tell it, from a human, the difference between a human and the agent. And you made a good
yeah.
point about the transcripts. I mean, the transcripts are really, really important. I mean, when we can get those transcripts, now we can analyze those transcripts and we can improve the agent. The agent can learn on the conversations, but by having us feed those transcripts back into the agent's knowledge base and have it train on those. I did that because I learned how important it was to train the agent on a knowledge base document or transcripts. And we
Yeah.
could never get our clients to upload them. It was like pulling teeth. So we're just like, okay, then we're
Yeah.
just going to upload them ourselves. We're just going to transcribe the calls that are actually happening, on CallRail, because we integrate with CallRail, which is great because you guys use CallRail. And that way, we can, and we integrate with like Go High Level and all the CRMs and things like that. But the bottom line is that makes it so that we can listen to those calls with the AI, improve it over time, and give you guys a better end result, because the agent's going to answer the questions much better as it learns over time. It's like self learning. It's like a self cleaning oven, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to teach the agent how the owner would respond, or how the owner should respond, or how the owner would respond to a certain question or anything involved in the call, what better way than to give it how the owner actually responded to live calls. And what we found is, we can call ourselves, the agents, all we want and test, but the only test is to put it on live calls and put it on live people calling in and see what happens. I mean, there's just no way you can foresee what the live caller is gonna say.
Yeah, you can we call those, outliers, or like, edge cases. So those edge cases, those edge case conversations that happen, you're right. The only way that those could be corrected before they happen is by transcribing the calls, which is why we integrated with CallRail, because we take those conversations that happen in CallRail and with the humans, in order to train the agent. It's not just the AI calls that are going to be transcribed. It's the real live, human calls as well, which is great. So we got to train on that stuff. So let me go. So we're about 20 minutes into it. So I'm going to talk about I got some good topics to talk about today. But what other things are you seeing in the marketplace? Where are you seeing the are businesses generally receptive to the AI agent? Or do they typically want to keep themselves in the driver's seat for answering the phone calls initially? Probably, right?
I mean, I think it varies from business owner to business owner. I mean, we've had clients that were so confident in the AI that they stopped answering the phone. I probably don't recommend that. and we've had clients that just don't trust it at all. I mean, I think mostly they're in the middle. They, it's kind of a hard thing to explain to them right away, but I mean, I think once they've seen it in action, they know it's good. It's good for their business. I think you're muted, Ryan.
Yeah, one of the key insights that we found recently in doing some research. I was using ChatGPT to do some research this past week, and that there's a small to medium-sized businesses using conversational AI and agents are seeing a revenue lift and time savings. There's a 91%, it says 91% of SMBs, small and medium-sized businesses, with an AI report with AI agents report revenue increases. 58% say they save 20 plus hours a month in various ways. And this is actually, and I'll share this with you so you can see it. Share my screen. Let me know when you can see it. I mean, I would agree. I mean, and this goes to what you were just talking about. So
yep, I can see it.
Yeah. So AI adoption in SMBs versus enterprises rates ROI and barriers for 2025. This is a pretty extensive. AI adoption is no longer optional. Both SMBs and enterprises are embedding AI across their operations.
Yeah, I said that in early mid 2024.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a must right now, but it definitely is going to
Yeah.
be. I mean, and that was at the time. I mean, I think it's a must.
Yep.
And I mean, I haven't seen this article, but I believe it. I mean, we've never seen a client lose money or have a reduced our revenue because of AI. I mean,
Yeah.
The gains have varied, but it's always positive.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you compare that with the cost of somebody that they would hire, probably $2,000 a month to answer the phone or backup, and the fact that the AI is going to answer every call within 30 seconds and every text. It says priorities differ by size. SMBs lean towards fast wins in sales, marketing, and support, while enterprises focus on scale, security, and platform maturity. Yeah, I mean, this is interesting. It's a there's a lot of in SMA, small to medium-sized business AI usage in the U.S. more than doubled from 14% in 2023 to 39% to 2024, and I would say it's probably around 60 to 70% right now in 2025.
I'm surprised there was 14% in 2023.
I know, really, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So about 38% of large enterprises are implementing generative AI, and another 42% are exploring it. Interesting. So anyway, there's a lot of new data out there, and I think that it's really important to know that you can get these kind of gains, and it's as a small business owner. It says conversational AI is projected to grow from 12.24 billion in 2024 to 61.69 billion in 2032, which I think is that's like a quadrupling.
That's a long, in terms of AI, that's a long, that's a long time.
I know.
That's like half a century.
Yep.
Normal time.
I would agree.
Maybe more.
I'd agree. Chatbots portion also rising. Let's see. So 62% of customers would rather use a chatbot than wait for a human. There you go. That's a cool stat.
We've seen that there's a segment of the customer base that would rather talk via text than via voice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the younger generation? But there's definitely a segment of people that are more comfortable conversing over text than they are voice.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'm not even saying text versus voice. This is just saying 62% of consumers would rather use a chatbot than wait for a human, to get on. And I would agree with that. So there's your answer right there. I mean, people don't want to wait for a human. They'd rather talk to a chat agent than actually wait, and so that's, I think, really,
yeah. I mean, I think people in general are impatient now, and faster is better. I think when voice agents first came out, we kind of saw a negative, but I think it's getting less negative and more positive all the time.
Yep.
And I'm talking about the reaction of the person when it hears, or when that person realizes that they're talking to an AI bot as opposed to a human.
Yeah. There was initially a little bit of pushback, but less over time, because I think as people see the new generation of AI agents and what they're capable of, as long as they're set up well, they're going to get more and more confidence in them. And it says this is conversion and satisfaction impacts. So it says businesses using AI sales and chat agents report a 67% increase in conversions. Wow. That's a big increase. That's a big increase.
That's a lot. Conversion rate is a huge factor.
Yeah. So this is why I say, I mean, when you can combine this, especially with Google local service ads, because Google rewards you by giving you more leads, it's like a flywheel. You get more leads because you're using an AI agent. You're using an AI agent, and you're getting more conversions. And by getting more conversions, you can handle more leads, and it's just like this big, you get this flywheel, going. And as long as you're using the AI agent, you're going to keep getting those leads, and that flywheel is going to keep going. Efficiency and service and support. AI agents, conversational agents reduce handling times, respond faster, cut down average resolution time significantly. And there's all references to all this stuff. Like this is data that was generated through feedback. What people are saying on Reddit, it says, put an AI chatbot on your website. We get way more leads through the chatbot than static forms, which I would agree. I mean, that's like, a no-brainer.
Yeah, static forms. Yeah, if you're not patient, you're not going to fill out the static form. And then again, what's the percentage of clients that are going to fully answer all the static forms? We're not big on static forms.
Yeah. I think everybody should have an AI agent on their website, right in the hero section above the fold, right next to where it says what the company does. It's just silly if they don't, in my opinion. Oh, and by the way, Corey, we can use. I don't know if you got my last email. So we can use 11 Labs voices. So that's a good thing. So we were talking, so there's a lot of different voice options out there. We can even use chat GPTs. They're a little bit more expensive. It's 16 cents a minute for their model. Yeah, their model. So
it is more expensive.
I was talking to Alex about it today, because I was like, we gotta solve this problem for Corey and Cliff. We got to give them the best voice possible. And 11 Labs is, I think their model is an extra 4 cents a minute. It's the most, it's the best sounding for the price. And we did some research on it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think 11 Labs voices are good. Are they the best? I don't know. I mean, I think they're good.
Yeah. I agree. There's a lot of, that's a pretty, across the board, a lot of people feel the same way. The 11 Labs is kind of, for the amount that they charge for it, they're very, it's a good voice for the price they charge for the model. And really, what you're paying for is not the voice. You're paying for the model. It's their model. It's their voice model. And we can also use Gemini.
Conversation.
Yeah. We can also use Gemini. So there's a bunch of options. So when you go back in the back office of the software, we can do that. Well, on today if you want. I can show you the options. Let me go into the software actually just to
Yeah,
show
we don't
you.
have a lot of experience with Gemini voices or Gemini conversations,
Yeah.
but it does. I mean, it's definitely on the rise. Whether how it compares over time, like we're not really tied to any
Right.
one conversational AI. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever that best AI is, we're happy to switch to it.
Yeah. And that's why I'm bringing this up, because I just want to give you guys the best, the best option here. So let me show you my screen so you can see this. Are you okay with us sharing this?
I think so.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
there's nothing major. I mean, it's just showing the the agent. So let me just show that. So here's the prompt, and then if you scroll down, there's the advanced settings, and yeah, here's all the models we can use. See, this is what I was telling you about. We can use it's a combination of the models that we can use. And by the way, so up here is where we change from bland to retail to ultravox, and we've got it set on retail. And okay, what was the name of the one that you liked?
I like Marissa.
Okay, Marissa.
Yep.
Okay, so
I haven't listened to all of them.
Okay, so you haven't,
and I haven't listened to a lot of the open AI voices.
Here, let's do this. Let's listen to some of them. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me okay, so I'm going to share again here. Okay, so I've got to select a certain window in order to be able to hear the audio for you to hear the audio. So here we go. Okay, so you can see that. All right, so here's all the options now. Do you see this? Look at all these settings that pop up now. That because we're using retail. So temperature, voice speed. There's I know, look at, you got all these different voice models. So there's a lot of ways that we can do this. So
hi, I'm Marissa, here to make your day smoother. What can I do for you?
Okay. And then there's
Greetings, I'm Billy, your AI customer service representative, standing by to provide prompt and courteous assistance.
Wow. All right, so let's go to OpenAI. Let's go to like Nova or Marissa.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of these.
One caller or 100. I'm here to ensure everyone gets fast, accurate, and friendly support.
Yeah, there you go. And then you got Echo.
Hey there, Echo, your friendly AI buddy, here to offer guidance and solutions.
Hey, I'm your virtual assistant from Retail AI, here to help you handle all the calls.
Yeah. So here's all the OpenAI, and then I know these are all OpenAI.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And then there's 11 labs. We even customize Aranza from our team, right?
Yep.
Hey, I'm your virtual assistant from Retail AI, here to help you handle all the calls.
Does that sound like?
There you go.
Does that sound like her?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it does too.
It's been a while since I've spoken to her, but
okay. So so just want you to know that we've got a lot of options for. Where was your girl again? It was Marissa.
Near the top. And is that the best one? I don't know. Right there.
Marissa,
Below, right there.
This is your favorite one?
I haven't listened to all of them.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I think it's good. I don't think the voice is the big deciding factor, but I think it makes a difference.
It does. I think it does. So let's call it. I want to call it really quick so I can hear it, because it's definitely going to be different now, because it was, it's going to be better than it was the other day. So 1 2 1 3 5 1 3 2 5 6 9 2 5 6 9. And jump in if you got any questions that you want to.
Hello. Thank you for calling HeaterX LA. I'm Jessica, the virtual assistant here to help you quickly. How can I assist you with your bed bug concerns today?
Yeah. Hey, Jessica, I just wanted to see, like, how do I know if I have bed bugs?
Great question. I'm here to help. Bed bugs are small, reddish-brown insects that often hide in mattress seams, bed frames, and furniture. Common signs include itchy bites, tiny blood spots on sheets, or seeing the bugs themselves. To better assist you, could you tell me a bit about what you've noticed or what's making you suspect bed bugs?
Anything you want to ask, Corey?
Jump in, Ryan.
Thank you for checking.
Ask him.
Well, so I wanted to, are you able to do a warm transfer?
Thank you for asking. I'm an AI assistant, so I can't do a direct warm transfer, but I can quickly collect your information and make sure the right agent follows up with you as soon as possible. To get started, could you please tell me your name?
Yeah, it's Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan. Is the phone number you're calling from the best number to reach you?
Yes.
Great, thank you. Could you please tell me your city or zip code in Los Angeles County?
Yeah, I'm in
Glendale.
Glendale.
Thank you, Ryan. Is there anything else you'd like to add about your bed bug concerns or your situation?
Yeah, I have about a 2,000 square foot house, and this just started about 2 weeks ago. So just want to get this resolved.
Thank you for sharing those details, Ryan. We've got your information, and an agent will follow up with you shortly to help resolve your bed bug issue.
Well, can you warm transfer me?
She might not know the term warm transfer.
Information so I can get you to the right agent. Please hold while I connect you now. It looks like I'm unable to transfer your call at this moment. An agent will follow up with you very soon to help resolve your bed bug issue.
I might have it turned off while I was testing.
Oh,
It's probably turned off while I was testing it.
okay.
It was working earlier today. Yeah.
Okay.
It works. It works.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure that it's, yeah, I like her voice better. I definitely like her voice better than the other one. It's definitely more human-like. Let me see.
Yeah, and like say ChatGPT, when the ChatGPT's voice first started out, it was very perfect. But now you could tell that they've added more imperfections in the ChatGPT voice. So it's it's less perfect, so more like a human.
Yeah, more real. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is my conversation here. So this is where the leads come in, and you can see. Yeah, here we go. So here's the whole transcript that we're talking about of the conversation, and somebody can go in here and let's see. If it's a message lead here, like this one, you can actually do like a thumbs down, and then you can reinforce, you can actually train the agent right here in this box. You can change the sentence that it said.
The share screen is not following you.
Oh, it's not.
It's stuck on the there we go.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So here's my here's the conversation. Here's the leads tab. So here's the conversation that just came in. Here's the one that I just called. And so all the leads are deposited here for people that are watching. And then basically you can see here's the entire transcript that we were talking about. And you can replay the call here. And then if it's a message lead, then you can actually do the thumbs up or thumbs down, and you can edit what the agent says here. So if it said something wrong, different here, then you would change it, and then it would remember that.
So you can tell it what it should have said.
Yeah, exactly. You could either do thumbs up or thumbs down. If the thumbs down, then you got to change it to whatever it should have said.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds
and
good.
then and then settings, we got the notifications worked out. I told Alex to just take this toggle out, because if somebody toggles any of these, it's going to obviously mean that they want emails. So you know, you missed this toggle, but like, why do we need that toggle? We don't need it, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I
You know?
mean, yeah. Now that I know, it's not a big deal. But
No, but it pointed out that,
operator
yeah.
operator error on my
Well,
part.
but we don't need, I mean, we don't need to even, there was an error for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if
And it
nobody,
does, and it did. It texted me the notification as soon as you were done with that call.
oh, good, good.
So it
Okay.
does work, and
Good.
email.
Good. Okay. You just got to connect your call rail, and then we're going to be meeting tomorrow, which is good. At 10 a.m. with Alex. And let me just remove that. Okay, cool. Any questions? Anybody that's watching? If you have, and we have like 3 or 4 people watching. Any other questions that you have, Corey, at all, or about? And by the way, if anybody wants to create an agent themselves, it takes 5 minutes. I mean, literally, you just go. I'll log out here, and then all you do is you just go. Wait, are you able to see my screen?
No.
No. Oh, here. Hold on. Sorry, all right, there. Can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay. So you just go to app.diy, or actually you can just go to here. You can go to DIY. Yeah. And then you can go to sign in. And then if you don't have an account, you just go to get started. And then you select the plan that you want, and free starter professional business. You can do a free one. And then just put in your name, email, phone, company name, etc. Create account. You'll have an account in seconds, and then it'll actually even create a prompt for you. And you'll have a agent with a phone number and everything within minutes. So really quick, easy to set up. And
DIY.
yeah. And let's see. So what other questions do you have, Corey?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other questions right now. We're new on the bot. What other topics do you have?
Oh, let me show you. So I do have some more. So AI lead gen tools are great, but let's see, replacing static forms. We talked about that. Yeah. So here, let me show you. So like the forms are really easy to do. I'm going to change what it's showing here though. Here, so share screen. Yeah, because it's like like on the DIY AI website, this chat widget here, this is what we're talking about, just so people know. You know, this is where you would ask, you know, this would be a way for anybody to be able to get their questions answered, to book an appointment, to schedule a call. Instead of having a static form here, you've got a chat agent that can actually answer people's questions and increase the time on site for the website, which is a big improvement. Because then you can work on your lead generation, because the more time people spend on your site, the higher you're going to rank on Google and the more leads you're going to get. So yeah, so that's a big thing. And then okay, the lead, one of the things that I found here is you know, when you're losing leads now and how AI agents patch it. We talked about that a little bit. There's some failure points like slow response. After hours is another big thing. Were you guys taking the calls 24/7, or did that also increase the lead volume because they were able to have the AI answer calls after hours?
I think most of our clients don't answer calls 24/7, at least in LSA. However, I do think that it is an advantage to be able to do answer calls, because the person that is on or open taking calls now is going to have a rankings increase, or they'll be preferred over the non, which same thing for Google local or the Google Maps result. If you're open, you're going to have a ranking advantage over those that are closed. And so say if you're ranking less than your competitors and your competitors are closed, you're going to jump to the top.
Absolutely. This is, I mean, if
that's going to give you the opportunity to get the chances to build up that response rate.
Yeah, if you're closed, you're just not going to get the lead volume that you would, obviously if you're not closed. And it's the same thing with if you can't take the call, it's the AI is going to do a lot better job than having it go to nothing. And that's yeah. So this is what we're talking about. It's like on or off. It's like, which would you rather be? It's like, would you rather be on or off? And it's like, now you have a choice. Speed and availability, trust and conversion, live repeats, live reply speeds, after hours, immediate engagement. Okay. There are some case studies that were from Reddit. That were interesting. Some common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Over automation, robotic sounds. I mean, over automation of the AI. It's in just the way it sounds, which we talked about. Bad data, bad lead targeting, failure to escalate to a human, which we talked about. That's what the AI agent. I don't know why it was doing what it's doing. Alex might be messing with it. And I know the other thing that you wanted to do is you wanted to do a live transfer, and we can do that and have the agent say, when it does the live transfer, the warm transfer, that when it keeps the person on the call and it gets the person at the business on the call, that it lets the person at the business know that this is a live transfer, that I have, Corey on the call, he has XYZ problem with his plumbing or with his hamsters or his whatever, or his, not hamsters, his
hamsters.
His hamsters.
Got a hamster problem.
I got a pest extermination. No, hamsters are good, right? Because we got a software named Hamster, so hamsters are good.
Especially that hamster AI.
Yes.
It always keeps your wheel spinning.
I know you told me. I love that. That's good. So you want to make sure that you do the proper transferring.
I mean, and it was transferring earlier today. Alex might be into it in doing it something, but it was transferring earlier today and doing exactly what we expected it to.
Yeah, and it will.
And that live transfer is important because we're in this application, which is a little bit different than most applications, we're screening the call.
Yep.
And because if clients get too many spam calls, they're less likely to answer any of the calls. And if we can reduce the amount of spam they get, that's also a benefit.
Yeah, that's what we're looking to do as well. I mean, there's ways that we can use AI to handle that possibly, and to do like an automated response to it, saying, hey, spam call, and then maybe the AI can do the follow-up, all that, tedious work to make sure that, more of those don't happen. That's a great job for AI.
Yeah. Yep. Something that you don't want to do, get the spam and get rid of it.
Yeah. And just report it and do it every time. And that's what AI is really good at, is doing things consistently and, repetitively.
Yeah.
Yeah. So privacy issues, neglecting conversation design. So sharing what people say on Reddit about frustrations, data isn't good. Messaging. This is some feedback from Reddit from people. Messaging sucks if it's generic, and I agree with that. If the agent is not saying what you want it to and it's not specific, then it's not. That's why it's all about training the agent, and that's why we've got 3 different ways to train our agents. It's the prompt, it's the knowledge base, and there's the reinforcement learning that I showed you. So did you upload
the old learning, or the old agent style, where it was just a script, and if the caller didn't fit the script, it would just go off the rails, or it would try to make the script fit, and people hate that.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Nobody likes that.
No, that's why the more context you can give it, and this is why we're training, like going back to what we said in the beginning, we're training the agent on the conversations it's having.
Yeah,
Because
the AI part of it is so much better than a script because it can handle almost an infinite number of twists and turns in the conversation. But a script is you're pretty much limited to what the script writer thought of, which
yes.
if you listen to live calls, you know that you just can't think of enough scenarios for when real people call a number.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's all about those live calls, getting it live as fast as so. Hopefully we can get it live as fast as possible. Like tomorrow, maybe after our meeting.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
we'll be live.
Okay.
We'll be live this week. I don't see a reason why we can't
Okay.
be live.
That'd be awesome. And then, there's a lot of talk about, call centers being replaced, and it's happening, in real time. And you've got some call centers that you're dealing with, right?
Very little. We don't do a lot of call centers. But yeah, I would not want to be in the call center
Business.
with live agents. It's just, we've had clients and have clients use, and we've recorded calls from live call centers, and it's just, a lot of inconsistency. They don't answer the phone as much as they say they answer the phone. It's not as consistent. I mean, the bot it's very consistent. You teach the AI what is a good call and a good call flow, and it repeats it over and over. The AI never has a bad day. Never gets tired. never gets tired of working the night shift. It's consistent.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys have this kind of experience. Like, there's very few agencies that have the experience that you have. So it's really cool to be working with you guys. Corey. I mean, it is.
We're out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to be, kind of coming full circle. After talking about it a lot and sort of, I guess, in a way, like introducing you guys to AI. And or just talking about it initially early on and encouraging each other to go after it. Now it's it's good to be working together, and there's we really appreciate the feedback, obviously. And
yeah, I mean, I think especially from the hamster AI standpoint, I mean, I think we can be a good fit, seamlessly work together, bring in the data and the conversation. I mean, because it's all really one system that needs to work closely together.
Yep.
And if they're set up to work seamlessly together, it's better. Definitely better.
100%. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. The only thing I got to do now, I'm just trying to, we're talking about basically like context, giving the agent, like, from the transcripts, giving it context and give it, learning. I'm now just trying to figure out how I can, I'm going to build some sort of a tool to get the transcriptions of my live videos that I do like this, so that I can further train the agent on the conversations that I have from these calls. It's really that's what I'm trying to do now, is just trying to get as much information to the agent, because the knowledge base is so much larger than it was in the beginning. Like, you can feed the agent so much more data that it can use as reference. I'm just trying to figure out better ways and faster ways to get, the conversations that I have, whether they're on Google Meet or my live videos or whatever, to the agent, so that it understands everything about my business,
Yeah, there's masses of information just on all those conversations, depending on what you want that agent to know about.
Right.
Conversations owned or have just masses amounts of data on them, and I think you asked me earlier if I added a knowledge base to the bot, and I don't think I answered, but I did. And I think most people don't have knowledge bases or don't know exactly what a knowledge base is, but it's not really that difficult to create.
Yeah, let me go in before we wrap it up here, but here I'll show you so you can see. Yeah, in our in our system, there's a specific place to upload the knowledge base. I'm just going to go back into the account really quick. Hold on.
Yep, and it definitely worked.
Oh, good. Yeah, because that's a big part of it, obviously. So here's
if you don't teach the agent what to say, they'll make up their own answers.
Yeah. So did you format the knowledge base? You said you did, I think, right? You formatted it in the TXT file. You formatted it so that it's easily read by the agent.
Yeah, I've had we do knowledge bases for other agents, and so I had that one available. But yeah, it's formatted so an AI agent can read it.
So and again, for you guys watching, this isn't in the DIY software. This is in the agent tab, not the leads or the settings, but the agent. And if you go to the prompt is the top level training. It's the debrief that the agent gets before it goes into the conversation. The knowledge base is the second level of training. They're the cliff notes that the agent gets. And what I was saying is I want to record everything that I do so that I can have a PDF or a TXT file created from it. And I'm just trying to figure out what the best way to do that is, to get video to a TXT file so that I can upload a file like you did to train this agent, on what you want it to know.
Yeah, I mean, a knowledge base is more like the facts, the set of facts, everything that you would find to be true. And if you put that in there, and people could have differing opinions, different businesses could have different opinions on different subjects. And if you put what you believe to be true or that business believes to be true in the knowledge base, then that agent is going to represent how you want your business to be represented more accurately, as opposed to just having the agent find whatever information that caller is calling about on the internet someplace, which could be less consistent. I would say it's less consistent. And if you want to have your brand be represented the way you want it represented, which most businesses do, you would put that in the knowledge base.
Which is it's just basically all the context that you want it to have,
Yeah. Yep. All the, the facts, what's true, what you believe to be true, and have that in the knowledge base. But the AI, what's great about the AI is it's so flexible. It can understand what you put in the knowledge base, and you don't have to necessarily have it mapped out exactly.
Perfectly.
Like if
Exactly.
you were trying to make a script, it's just so difficult to make a script.
Right. I was just having this conversation with somebody. I'm like, they're like, well, but don't I have to have it in a format? I'm like, no, all you got to do is just
Not
upload.
really.
You just gotta throw up on it. You literally you gotta throw up all your information on it and regurgitate it. And then basically the agent just ingests it all. And it goes, okay, now I've got that's the reason why I think the next phase of AI agents and LLMs is how do we get all of our conversations into the LLMs so that we can actually have an agent that has full knowledge of what we're doing, what we're trying to do, for each of us, because the agent's only as good as the context that it has.
Yeah, no, I agree. If you give the agent examples and good examples, and then you could also have a section of bad examples, but if you give the agent good examples, it will consistently do good.
Yeah.
Do the good right thing, or
right.
say the right thing.
And that's why I'm like, how do I get these conversations? Because this is just a bunch of information and how I think and everything. How do I we've used the conversation before. How do I
you can put that in the Ryan agent.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And that's I just want to brain dump.
The what would Ryan say?
What would Ryan say? What would Corey say? Exactly. So anyway, all right. Thanks for jumping on. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Yep.
And let me know if anything comes up beforehand. Thank you for working with us, and we'll talk to you soon.
Good to talk to you, and have a great rest of your afternoon. See you, Ryan.
All right. See you later.
Bye, everybody.